If your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, to do that, you have to practice, you have to train. You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can. So if you get up at 10 in the morning, train at 12, train for 2 hours, 12 to 2, you have to let your body recover, get back out, you train, start training again at 6, train from 6 to 8, and now you go home, you shower, you eat dinner, you go to bed, you wake up, you do it again, right? Those are 2 sessions. Now imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4, you go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again, 2 to 4, now you're back at it again, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4. So now you do that as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. And by year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up. So it makes sense to get up and start your day early because you can get more work in.
Welcome to another episode of the 4 a.m. podcast. I'm your host, Stephen McDonald. I got this idea from a YouTuber. He was talking about when Kobe Bryant, he said he would work out 4 times a day. So he would work out from 4 to 6 in the morning, 9 to 11 in the morning, 2 to 4 in the afternoon, and 7 to 9 in the evening. So he was able to get in 4 workouts, as opposed to the average person who probably would only work out from maybe like 2 to 4 and maybe 6 to 8 or something like that. And he said if you do this process for 20 years every day, you're going to be far ahead of your competitors. So I wanted to take it upon myself to try it. I seen a YouTuber, he did it, and I wanted to go ahead and try it. I did wake up at 4 o'clock this morning, and I was super tired. And me and my son, we supposed to do it together, and he wasn't waking up. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and get my rest because I want to make sure I have the energy to do it. I'm still gonna do the 4 workouts, but I'm not gonna take like as many breaks. So I'm thinking I'm gonna work out from 9 to 11, 12 to 2, and then 2 to 6. I might take a break here or there, like maybe like a 5-10 minute break, but I'm gonna just try to go straight through so I can finish earlier. The reason why I think this is so important, the Mamba mentality, is because I believe that if you have a goal in life, I believe like the only way to achieve it is to have the Mamba mentality. And it kind of reminds me of religion. In my religion, we call it the straight path. We believe that there's only one path to get to God, and there's only one path to get to heaven, and that's the straight path. And I believe that if you have the Mamba mentality, I believe that it's very similar to the straight path. It's going to allow you to complete your goal. In Arabic, there's a word, it's called musada, and it means hastiness. And it means to be steadfast. Like, you shouldn't put off until tomorrow what you could do today. Basically, you should have a sense of urgency. So anything you want to accomplish, you should do it today and not wait until tomorrow. And with the Kobe Bryant workouts, he works out 8 hours a day. And, the average person, when they go to work 8 hours a day. So what that means to me is that if you have a goal, then you should be able to dedicate 8 hours a day to it if you want to be successful. So if you want to be a YouTuber, do it for 8 hours a day. You want to be a ball player, do it for 8 hours a day. You want to be a writer, do it for 8 hours a day. You want to be a rapper, do it for 8 hours a day. And if you do it for 8 hours a day for 20 years, then, I believe 99.9% you're going to be able to achieve your goal. But the workout, I'm going to start with running. I'm going to run the track. I'm going to lift weights for 2 hours. Then basically I'm going to play basketball for 4 hours. So as my man Bilal Sharif say, let's get it in. And, Mamba mentality, be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. And that's the goal each and every day until the wheels fall off. So without further ado, let's get it in.
Right, so that was the conclusion of it's 4 workouts. That was the conclusion of part 1. That was just running. So I ran for a little bit over 2 hours. I ran for a total of 10 miles. Towards the end of my run, I think I might have pulled something in my, I think this is my quadricep. So I might have pulled something in my quad. But the second workout is just gonna be me lifting weights. So I get an opportunity to get off my feet, sit down a little bit. And then the last, the third and the fourth workout is just gonna be me hooping. So I got the hardest part out of the way, which was the running. So I feel as though if I pace myself, I'll be able to make it through the next 3 workouts. So let's see what happens. Let's get it in. This is workout number 2. I'm at Pinnacle. As you may know from some of my earlier videos, every Sunday we used to come to Pinnacle for the hoop session. But today, for the second workout, I'm going to be lifting weights. So I'm going to be doing that for 2 hours. After that, we'll get into the hoop session. Me and my son, Xavier McDonald. Let's get it in for part 2. So I just concluded part 2 of my workout. So I was in the weight room for an hour and 10 minutes. And then I hit the treadmill for 50 minutes for a total of 2 hours. Now I'm moving on to part 3 and part 4 of the workout. So part 3 of the workout is going to consist of me working on my one-on-one moves for an hour, then playing my son one-on-one for an hour. And then for the last session, I'm going to make 300 shots. That should probably take me 2 hours. That'll be a total of 8 hours. So time is of the essence. No time to waste. So let me get it in. I'm going to take a quick break, grab some Gatorade, and then I'm on the court for 4 hours. Let's get it in. 3 of the workout. I got an hour one-on-one moves, working on my moves in my shot, and I play Zay one-on-one for an hour. Keep me 30 to 24. Keep it real. I'm starting to run out of gas. I just bought me a Gatorade. My legs are cramping up on me, but I got 2 hours. So the last 2 hours is strictly shooting. We start off with free throws just to keep it light. Then I might shoot some threes for the second hour. This is the last workout, part 4. And Lord willing, I'm gonna make it to the end of the workout. Gotta keep going, gotta keep learning. You already know. Alright, so I concluded the Kobe Bryant workout. Worked out for 8 hours yesterday. 4 separate workouts, 2 hours apiece. It was definitely probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I mean, I've played basketball like all day before, like from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. But to combine basketball with lifting weights, with running the track, running the treadmill, it was a lot. Especially, you know, I'm getting older. You know, I'm not, 24, I'm not 18. But it was well worth it. It definitely taught me a lesson in humility. Because it was hard for me to do it for one day. I couldn't imagine if I had to wake up at 4 o'clock this morning and do it all over again. But you take somebody like Kobe Bryant who did it every day for 20 years. And like he said, that allowed him to be light years ahead of his competition. There was no way anybody was going to catch up to him. And I know people argue about who's the greatest basketball player to ever play, but I do believe that Kobe Bryant got the most out of his God-given talents and ability, because of the work that he put in. So again, this video is in dedication to Kobe Bryant, and just as a motivator for anybody who made it to the end of the video. If you truly want to be successful in your pursuits, whatever it is you want to do in life, you gotta put the time in. So you should dedicate 8 hours a day to that thing that you love. Because if you truly love it and it's truly your passion and you truly want to be successful at it, then why not put the time into it to make that a reality. So that's the conclusion of the video, man. I hope you enjoyed. I might come back and do it again because technically I was supposed to start my workout at 4 o'clock in the morning. I did wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I was mad tired. I went back to sleep.
But maybe one of these days, inshallah, Lord willing, I'm gonna do that again. But you know, shout out to Kobe Bryant and Mamba mentality. Don't forget, be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. And I'm out. Peace.